ChatGPT is just for city slickers and tech pros? Think again. It may blow your mind how this AI powerhouse is quietly transforming small town life. From tracking down hard to find truck parts to planning the next community fundraiser, yes, even out here on a gravel road, ChatGPT is proving it's just as handy in the country as it is in the city. And wait until you hear how it helped me keep my 2000 Chevy Colorado running without driving 60 miles to the parts store. Stick around because this one's going to surprise you. Hey y'all, I'm Cheryl, your corporate country girl. I work a corporate job from home here on our family farm in northern Alabama. But I'm counting down just under 3 years to retirement. And while I might live on a gravel road, I use tech every day to make country living simpler, cheaper, and a whole lot easier. Today, I'm sharing the surprising ways that ChatGPT is helping me and can help you live smarter in small town America. Busting the city tech only myth. People assume tools like ChatGPT are for folks in skyscrapers, not farmhouses. But we've been using smart tech out here long before Silicon Valley made it fashionable. It just used to look more like duct tape and grit. ChatGPT fits right in. It's not replacing rural know-how, it's backing it up. Instead of waiting 3 days for the co-op to call back or driving all the way into town to check a parts catalog, I can ask ChatGPT for the same info in seconds. It's like having the neighbor who actually answers when you call, only this one doesn't borrow your tools and forget to return them. Rural hack number 1, finding parts, tools, and repairs. Out here, everyone's got that one vehicle that's older than some of the grandkids, and mine's a 2000 Chevy Colorado that refuses to quit. Well, until last month when it did. The power steering pump started whining louder than my dog Cooper when he doesn't get to play with a mailman. The local shop told me it'd be a few weeks before they could get the part in, so I asked ChatGPT, what's an alternative part number for a 2000 Chevy Colorado power steering pump? Within seconds, it gave me compatible replacements, cross-reference numbers, and it even pointed me to 2 regional suppliers that had them in stock. That little trick saved me at least a week of downtime and probably $75 in emergency coffee runs while waiting for parts. So yeah, ChatGPT might not be turning wrenches, but it's definitely helping keep that old truck on the road a little bit longer. Rural hack number 2, community and event planning. If you live in a small town, then you know when it comes to community events, half of us plan and the other half just show up with casseroles. ChatGPT has become my new co-planner. I'll type something like, write a flyer for an event fundraiser with barbecue, live music, and a raffle. And boom, it gives me wording, taglines, and a print-ready layout. I used it to draft a post for our annual St. Patrick's Day bash last spring, and one of my neighbors said, Cheryl, who's writing your stuff now? I told her her name's ChatGPT and she doesn't charge by the hour. Rural hack number 3, farm management and seasonal tasks. Rural life runs on seasons. Planting, fencing, hay harvesting, feed schedules. There's always something overlapping. Now, I don't do any of the heavy lifting out here on the farm, but I can use my talents with technology to help out where I can. So I asked ChatGPT to help build a simple farm management checklist. It created a month-by-month breakdown for everything from cattle care to fence inspections to garden prep. And it even added reminders for when to order hay before prices spike. Now I can print it out each season, share it with my brother-in-law, and he can actually tack it to the barn wall and add a little bit more coordination to the farm schedule. You can even ask ChatGPT to sync it with your calendars if you really want to get fancy, but we're just not there yet. Rural hack number 4, garden and kitchen hacks. If you've got a garden, you already know how it goes. One day you're so proud of those tomatoes, and the next day you're buried under zucchini like it's trying to take over the county. I told ChatGPT Make a 7-day meal plan using squash, eggs, and spinach from my garden. It spit out recipes that were actually good, not just edible. Now I'm rotating meals, reducing waste, and still sneaking in dessert without guilt. ChatGPT isn't replacing grandma's recipe box, it's just giving it a little help. Rural hack number 5. Lost cows, lost time, and laughs. Now, this one's for pure entertainment value. One morning, my neighbor's cows slipped through the fence again, and somebody joked, "Cheryl, ask that robot of yours where they went." So I did. I typed, "How do you find a lost cow in rural Alabama?" ChatGPT listed a step-by-step plan. Check water sources, shaded areas, and fence gaps around sunrise. Now, we found those cows that afternoon near the creek. Coincidence? Maybe. But it was still the best laugh I'd had all week. And I told my neighbor, ChatGPT's ready for hire next time. Rural hack number 6. Staying connected and informed. Living rural has its perks, but it can also get lonely, especially when the internet's slow and the news comes slower than molasses. ChatGPT helps me stay connected. I use it to summarize local news in plain English, write emails to county officers and suppliers, draft grant ideas for broadband and community projects. I even used it to word a polite follow-up email when the hardware store forgot my order. That's Southern diplomacy with AI backup. So the next time someone tells you that AI is just for city folks, send them this video, because out here it's helping us manage farm chores, plan community events, keep the old truck humming, and maybe even outsmart the cows every once in a while. Now, technology doesn't make us less rural. It just makes our lives a little smoother. So go ahead and subscribe for more tech tips for 60 plus and rural living stories right here on Corporate Country Girl's Road to Retirement. And tell me in the comments, what's one rural challenge that you'd love to see ChatGPT tackle next? Personally, I'm hoping it can teach my 2000 Colorado not to start every morning with a cough.